Hey guys, so I'm just starting this new movie channel. That'd be good for some of you to get to know what my tastes are and stuff. So here's a ranking of my the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, and keep in mind that this is just Marvel Cinematic Universe. So the standalone Spider-Man movies and X-Men Fantastic Four won't be in this. And I will say I've never not liked a Marvel film. Just some have to be better than others, but overall I liked all these movies. So first up, Iron Man 3. So there's a lot to like about this one, but overall it's a bit unsatisfied with the plot twist with the Mandarin, and just didn't really sit with me, and how like it was barely like actually in the suits, even though just like remotely controlled it, and then of course there were plot holes scattered across it, which it's just like I said, I like all these movies, but this one just didn't sit well with me. Next up is Thor: The Dark World. Thor: The Dark World had a kind of forgettable villain that he ended up not even being that powerful. Um, and there were like Iron Man 3, there were plot holes in it, but the only thing that I liked about this movie more than Iron Man 3 is Loki. If Loki was not in this movie, I'd pick Iron Man 3 over this. Tom Hiddleston's Loki is awesome. So next up, we have the first Thor movie. Now, I don't have anything against Thor, just none of his movie adaptations have really wowed me that much. This one's about the same. It's just that towards the beginning there wasn't really much action. It was kind of funny when he was like in the human state, but it wasn't that funny. It was just wasn't as action packed as some of the other Marvel films. But it was still a pretty good. It was still a pretty good watch compared to the. It was better than the sequel. So next up is Captain America: The First Avenger. So Captain America: The First Avenger was also this is a pretty good movie. I would have to say, it was action packed. It was patriotic, and it really had everything. It had kind of a love story going on with Peggy Carter. The one complaint I will have is the Red Skull, kind of like Thor: The Dark World's Malekith. The Red Skull wasn't that menacing. Didn't even seem like Captain really take a real beating from him. Next up is Iron Man 2, the sequel to the original Iron Man. This one was. I actually liked this film more than other people did. Everybody seemed to hate this film. I didn't really hate. I liked it more than other people. It was action packed. They introduced Black Widow, which is one of my favorite characters. Robert Downey Jr. Of course, he does awesome performance every time. And this one was action packed. Of course, wasn't the best. Had a few plot holes, but it was pretty good. Next up is Ant-Man, the ending to Phase 2. Now, this one is funny, has some action. The only reason that I wouldn't put higher is because I did not like how it ended with that subatomic um, thing. I don't know, it just didn't sit well with me. But all in all, this is a real funny movie. Good entrance to the character, and yeah, this was a pretty good addition. So next up is The Incredible Hulk. Now, I'm probably gonna get some criticism for ranking this one this high because a lot of people didn't like this movie, but I actually liked it. I mean, there wasn't anything particularly special about it. No special plot or anything, but yeah, you really got to see Hulk. Just kind of Hulk out. It finally had an enemy to fight, Abomination, and by far isn't a masterpiece, but it was pretty good. Next up is Age of Ultron. Now, Age of Ultron was actually kind of disappointing to me. Probably my biggest thing was at the end when they were fighting Ultron, like all the characters kept spitting out like one-liners and stuff. When like if there's a global catastrophe, is it really time to start spitting out jokes and stuff? But all around, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were great additions to it, and it was still a pretty fun movie. Not the best, but it was pretty good. Now, the one that started it all, Iron Man. Iron Man is probably my favorite superhero to date. His suit's awesome, and this one had good plot, good special effects. It did seem like the villain at the end was kind of tacked on, but this, like Robert Downey Jr. did again, my favorite actor in the MCU, and this one holds a special place in my heart for starting the MCU way back in '08, and it's a pretty good one. So next up, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Now this one kind of caught people by surprise since the first one wasn't that great, and this one it was kind of like the Civil War, how the action was good. Introduced a couple new characters like Falcon, and the Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier is one of my top 5 favorite characters in the MCU. He's real cool. And this one, how I kind of brought back that World War II aspect of in Captain America's history, Steve Rogers, and so that was a good one. Number 3, the Avengers, the original. So this had so much hype leading up to it, and it definitely delivered. This was fun, funny, action-packed, plot was good. Josh Whedon really hit it home on this one. Everything was good about it. The new recast for Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, I think was better than Edward Norton. I think that was the better choice. So yeah, everything about this movie was good. So number 2, the newest one, Captain America: Civil War. Now this was awesome. The action scenes were priceless. The cast, that huge ensemble cast, and this handled the big cast better than both Avengers did. I'd say the action was great. Robert Downey Jr. of course did again, and this one was a real good one. I highly suggest you go watch this. And so now number 1 is of course Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, when I first saw this movie, when it was first announced, I thought, what is Marvel doing? Stupidest thing ever. But once I saw this, it's hilarious, good action. Everybody fit their roles great, and I was so shocked by this movie. And this was a good one. The Ronan, I think his name was. He was kind of forgettable, the villain of the film, but yeah, this one was pretty much everything that you want in a Marvel film, or just a action film in general. It was funny, just everything about this movie worked. So this was my ranking of my favorite Marvel. So as always, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.